Yo, what's up? I just wanted to give a little bit of a rundown about how you can play Dookie Dash, and spoiler alert, you do have to pay for it currently. I don't know if that's going to change, but I've seen some people with questions of how do I get into it, so I'm just wanting to address that and going over some tips and tricks for Dookie Dash. So before we get into the explainer about how to purchase one of the sewer passes to be able to play Dookie Dash, I do want to highlight that Bored Ape Yacht Club and Yuga Labs created a Apes vs. Mutants mobile game forever ago that had some pretty sweet prizes with it, and you can't download the game anymore. I just checked on my phone and it's not even available in the App Store, but these are some screenshots from Bored Ape Gazette a while back with the game. It was kind of I don't even know how to describe it, but you were able to move around with your character, fight these creatures, and honestly, it was a lot of fun, but it's unfortunate that we can't play that right now. We'll see if one day it comes back, because I do think that arguably it might have even been better than Dookie Dash. Okay, so for purchasing a sewer pass, what you'll have to go is OpenSea.io. I believe they're also available on some of the other NFT marketplaces, but currently the low ask for them is 1.87 ETH, otherwise $3,000. And the way to have claimed that is if you owned a mutant ape, and yeah, you were just able to claim one for free. For the tier 2, which you needed a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT as well as a Bored Ape Kennel Club NFT. These are currently going for retail of 2.29 ETH, otherwise $3,723. And then for the tier 3, which you were able to claim if you had a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, these are currently going for retail at 3.09 ETH, otherwise $5,000. And then the final tier, which is tier 4, which you needed a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT as well as a Bored Ape Kennel Club NFT, just like it was needed within the tier 2 pass. These ones are currently going for 5.7 ETH, otherwise $9,267. Let's talk about tips and tricks to help you out with Dookie Dash and some things that, it's kind of pay to win. Tip number 1, just hit F11. It's super simple. Makes it full screen. It's easier. Tip number 2, boost sooner rather than later. You'll see that if you kind of get the hang of it, you don't actually need to have the boost right before it. You can do it pretty significantly ahead of time, and you'll see how you'll have the speed boost happen, and then once you go through the barricade, even if the speed boost is kind of at its later stages of fading away, it'll still go through it. You're back to a normal speed, and you can kind of see what objectives are ahead of you. And also, do note that some of the maps are kind of RNG based, so you could go through a barricade and just bam, there's something on the other side of it, and there's literally nothing you can do. No amount of skill is going to fix it. The sewer pass tier is incredibly important. I think a lot of people don't realize how significant of a boost that is. When you're looking at a tier 1, unboosted, it goes 0%, 10%, 20%, and then if you have a tier 4, it's at 30%. So each increment, it's a 10% bonus, which is actually pretty big. The Powered Sharp Pack is incredibly important when we're talking about the tiers for these passes. Obviously, the tier themselves matters, but there's a significant boost if you decide to purchase one of these Sharp Packs. So, double dash time, the cooldown's cut in half. Chart topper, you get 15% bonus added on, which is absolutely astronomical within this, where people are getting scores of 200,000, and that's not even putting them in the top 1,000 racers right now. And then for Gold Digger, that's the one part that's kind of not really looked at as much, but it's really vital because your score is based off of the fragments that pop up. And yeah, if you have more of them that come that are rarer, that's going to mean that your score is increased. And also another thing that people don't really realize is if you actually hit obstacles, that will also add some points to your score. Another tip that I found kind of useful, and something that probably a lot of you have done, but for those of you that haven't, look ahead of the tunnel. Don't be sitting there like you're driving a car, looking at the front of it while you just look at the front of your car, not looking at what's ahead, because you're only going to see what's in front of you, versus if you're looking up ahead, you're able to react to it, and that's the exact same thing here with Dookie Dash. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you go check out my channel, I do have a live gameplay of the Other Side demo that happened a while back, the original Bored Ape Yacht Club Mint, and also I just launched the podcast, the Schillerverse Podcast, which is just basically uploads from my various Twitch streams, and I'm going to be having some individual production pieces for that. So if you're wanting to check it out, it's up on Spotify right now, waiting for some of the other podcast platforms to host it. But if you want to check that out, I'll link it all in the description below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you this week because we got a lot of exciting things planned out for the Twitch stream. So 3 to 5 p.m. EST, twitch.tv/Vaughn_Schiller. See you soon.